While I've played many great JRPGs and quite a number of amazing open-world RPGs over the years, I'll admit that it's refreshing to see role-playing handled in ways I'm less familiar with. From its art style, to its more narrative flair, to the use of some region-based strategy, Wildermyth absolutely checks that box on all fronts, helping to at least allow it to stand out as a game with its own ideas. I'd say that the first thing that helps the game stand out is its distinctive art style. With its paper cutout characters and monsters, there is a true tabletop feel to the combat in particular, with a bit of movement thrown in to make everything come to life rather than merely feeling static. The next idea that I appreciated was how the game puts quite a number of elements driving the story in your hands. Rather than the history and way that characters interact with one another being set in stone, you're typically given 3 options to choose from that will give your characters more personalized flavor. I appreciated how that opened the door to 2 characters being anything from rivals to lovers, and watching the overall storytelling adapt to those details you've chosen. Another element that felt fresh to me was that my starter mage could use his interfuse spell on different items in the rooms, then giving him the ability to use them in a variety of ways. The fact that these powers tended to correspond to the item type made for some fun possibilities when you were able to sucker monsters into going towards them. Finally, I found the option when one of my heroes was mortally wounded to either let them die or essentially become pretty horribly crippled by losing a leg to be different and fun. Getting to choose how they go out also playing heavily into the controlling the narrative vibe. None of this is to say the game is perfect, as I encountered a few crashes and other less severe issues at times, but I tend to always have faith that these will be addressed at some point. Putting this all together, it absolutely has a feel and flow of its own, which I really appreciate. It may play a little more slowly than some of its peers, but I also really appreciate the periodic opportunity to help define the story as my own. If you're willing to be patient on some hang-ups while waiting for a patch, Wildermyth at least stands on its own and is an appreciated change of pace for the genre. Overall, my final score for the game ended up being a 7.6. And if you're interested in picking it up, it's currently available on the Switch eShop for $24.99. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this review. And if you'd like more information or ideas of indie games worth checking out on Switch, be sure to click on the link provided in the description. Until next time.